Hello everyone, myself Mahantesh Kukudi. Welcome you all to the linear equations in one variable topic. So in the last class we discussed exercise 2.2 up to the 12th problem. So now we have to solve 13th problem onwards. So in that 13th problem, so 13th, 14th, 15th and 16th. Today we have to solve all the four problems, right? So now I am going to start 13th problem. A rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5 by 2 and add 2 by 3 to the product, you get minus 7 by 12. What is the number? Now come to the solution. Here we don't know what is that rational number. So to that rational number, here a rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5 by 2 and add 2 by 3 to the product, you get minus 7 by 12. What is that number? So here what to do? We don't know first of all what is that rational number. So we have to assume that rational number be x. So solution, let the rational number be x. Next what happens? If we multiply this rational number by 5 by 2, what happens? If we multiply that rational number to 5 by 2, so this is equal to 5 by 2 x and adding 2 by 3, so which implies 5 by 2 x plus 2 by 3. So according to condition, what our condition says, 5 by 2 x plus 2 by 3. So this is equal to minus 7 by 12. So this is our equation. So now what we have to find out? We have to find out what is the value of x. So because to that rational number we multiplied by 5 by 2 and added 2 by 3. So we get minus 7 by 12. So now here we have to go for in the LHS. Here two denominators are there. For that reason we have to go for LCM. So LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. 6 divided by 2, that is 3. 6 divided by 3, that is 2. So now 5 3 is a 15x plus 2 2 is a 4. This is equal to minus 7 by 12. Now we have to go for cross multiplication. So how to cross multiplication? How to go for cross multiplication? This 12 we have to multiply with this numerator and this 6 we have to multiply with this minus 7. So which implies 12 into 15x plus 4. This is equal to 6 into minus 7. Now we have to go for simplification. So which implies 12 we have to multiply with 15. 12 if you multiply with 15, we are going to get 180. So this monomial we are going to multiply with this binomial. So 12 into 15x, it is 180x. Plus into plus, plus only. 12 4 is 48. So this is equal to, here positive number we are going to multiply with negative number. So plus into minus, minus. 6 7 is 42. Now this plus 48 I am going to transpose to the RHS. So what happens? Which implies 180x, that is equal to minus 42 minus 48. So in this next step, which implies 180x, that is equal to minus 42 minus 48. Both are negative integers. For that reason, we have to add both numbers. Then we have to put minus sign as it is. So if we add these two, it will become minus 90. Now we have to find out what is the value of x. Here along with x, 180 is in the form of multiplication. If you transpose this 180 from LHS to RHS, it will divide. So what happens? Which implies x, that is equal to minus 90 divided by 180. This is our solution. Here we can simplify further. For that reason, 91 is 92 is. So this is minus 1 by 2. Therefore, x is equal to minus 1 by 2. So this is our solution. Therefore, that rational number is minus 1 by 2. This is our solution. Now we have to go for 14th problem. Right? 14th problem is Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. She has currency notes of denominations rupees 100, rupees 50 and rupees 10 respectively. The ratio of the number of these notes is 2:3:5. The total cash with Lakshmi is rupees 4 lakh. How many notes of each denomination does she have? So how to solve this problem means, here number of notes are given in the form of ratio. So that is 2:3:5. So how to write? The common ratio between the numbers of notes of different denominations be x. So x is common ratio. 2:3:5 means 2x, 3x and 5x. So what you have to write? Therefore, number of rupees 100, rupees 50 and rupees 10 notes will be 2x, 3x and 5x respectively. So here 100 rupees notes are 2x, 50 rupees notes are 3x and 10 rupees notes are 5x. So we got. So here how to identify amount? Here therefore amount of rupees 100 notes. So how much? What is the total amount of only 100 rupees notes? That is, here 100 rupees notes, how many are there? 2x are there. So number of 100 rupees notes are 2x. Denomination is 100. If you calculate, it will become 200x. Next, amount of rupees 50 notes. Here denomination is 50. So how many 50 rupees notes are there? 3x 50 rupees notes are there. So if you multiply, it will become 150x. So 200x is amount of only 100 rupees notes. 150x is amount of only 50 rupees notes. Next, what you have to write? Amount of rupees 10 notes. So 10 rupees is denomination. How many 10 rupees notes are there? 5x 10 rupees notes are there. So we have to multiply by 5x. 5x is number of 10 rupees notes. So the total amount is here, if you multiply, it will become 50x. So according to condition, what condition says, if you add all the amount, that is equal to 4 lakh. For that reason, here we have to consider 200x plus 150x plus 50x. So 200x is the amount of 100 rupees notes, 150x is the amount of 50 rupees notes, and 50x is the amount of 10 rupees notes. If you add the total amount, that is equal to 4 lakh rupees. So now 200x, 150x and 50x, if you add, so it is 400x, that is equal to 4 lakh. Now here along with x, 400 is a constant. It is in the form of multiplication. If you transpose that, what happens? X is equal to 4 lakh divided by 400. So now 0 cancelled and 0 cancelled. 2 zeros from numerator and 2 zeros from denominator both get cancelled. So 4 ones are 4. These 3 zeros we have to write as it is. So that is equal to 1000. Therefore, x is equal to 1000. So now what we have to find out here? Therefore, Lakshmi has rupees 100 notes. That is equal to 100 rupees. How many notes are there? 2x notes are there. So that is 2x, that is equal to 2 into 1000. That is 2000 notes. So she is having 100 rupees, 2000 notes. Rupees 50 notes. How many 50 rupees notes are there? 3x 50 rupees notes are there. So this 3x I wrote as it is. Here 3 I wrote as it is. X value is 1000. So 1000 into 3, that is 3000. So 50 rupees, 3000 notes are there. Then here 10 rupees notes, that is equal to, how many 10 rupees notes are there? 5x 10 rupees notes are there. So that 5x I am going to use here. So this is 5 into 1000 is a x value, that is 500 notes. So if according to this, we can say that Lakshmi is having 2000 100 rupees notes, 3000 50 rupees notes and 5000 10 rupees notes. So this is our required solution. Now we have to go for 15th problem. What this 15th problem says, I have a total of rupees 300 in coins of denomination 1 rupees, 2 rupees and 5 rupees. So here I am having some coins. Those are included with 1 rupees, 2 rupees and 5 rupees coins. So the number of 2 rupees coins is 3 times the number of 5 rupees coins. So 2 rupees coins are 3 times the 5 rupees coins. The total number of coins is 160. So total number of coins is 160. Total amount is 300. So by using this, we have to identify how many 1 rupee coins are there, how many 2 rupees coins are there, and how many 5 rupees coins are there. So now what we have to consider? First we have to assume 5 rupees coins are x. Right? Let rupees 5 coins be x. Therefore, rupees 2 coins will be. So here 2 rupees coins are 3 times the 5 rupees coins. So 3 times means we have to take 3x. So total 160 coins are there. In that 160, x and 3x are 5 rupees and 2 rupees coins. So in that 160, if you remove x and 3x, we are getting number of 1 rupee coins. Therefore, number of rupee 1 coins. That is equal. Total how many coins are there? 160 coins are there. In that we have to remove 5 rupees coins and we have to remove 2 rupees coins. It is 3x. So this is nothing but 160 minus 4x. So x is the number of 5 rupees coins, 3x is the number of 2 rupees coins, and 160 minus 4x is the number of 1 rupees coins. Now amount of 1 rupee coin. Right? So denomination is 1 rupee. How many 1 rupee coins are there? 160 minus 4x. 1 rupee coin are there. So if you multiply 1 with any number, it will remain as it is. 160 minus 4x. Next, amount of 2 rupees coins. So denomination is 2. So we have to write 2 here. And how many 2 rupees coins are there? 3x 2 rupees coins are there. So we have to multiply with 3x. This is equal to 6x. Next, amount of 1 rupee coin. Here 1 rupee over amount of 5 rupee coin. 1 rupee over 2 rupee over. Now we have to go for 5 rupee coins. So 5 rupees is the denomination. So we have to take 5 first. How many 5 rupees coins are there? X 5 rupees coins are there. Into x, that is 5x. So amount of 1 rupee coin is 160 minus 4x. Amount of 2 rupees coin is 6x. Amount of 5 rupees coin is 5x. If we add all these amounts, that sum should be equal to 300. So what you have to write? According to the condition. So what our condition says, we have to add all the amount, that is equal to 160 minus 4x. This is 1 rupee amount, and 2 rupees amount is 6x, and 3 rupees amount is 5x. If you add all the amount, that is equal to 300. So now we have to simplify. 160 minus 4x plus 6x plus 5x. This is equal to 300. 5x plus 6x, 11x. 11x minus 4x, that is 7x. So 160 minus 7x, that is equal to 300. Now what to do? 160, it is a constant. We have to transpose to the RHS. So which implies minus 7x will remain as it is. Minus 7x, that is equal to 300 minus 160. So if you transpose 160 from LHS to RHS, it will become minus 160. Here 5x plus 6x, 11x. 11x minus 4x plus 7x. Right? So this is also plus. So next 7x, that is equal to 300 minus 160, that is 140. So which implies here along with x, 7 is in the multiplication form. So if you transpose this multiplication form to the RHS, it will divide. So which implies x is equal to 140 divided by 7. 7 ones are 7 20s are. So we got x value here. Therefore x is equal to 20. So what is x here? Number of 5 rupees coins. Therefore number of that is equal to x. This is equal to 20. Next, number of ₹2 coins. How many 2 rupees coins are there? 3x 2 rupees coins are there. So that is equal to 3 into x value is 20. That is 60. Here 20 coins. Here 60 coins. Next, number of ₹1 coins. How many ₹1 coins are there? 160 minus 4x. So this is equal to 160 minus 4 into x value is 20. So this is 160 minus 4 20s are, that is 80. So that is equal to 80 coins. So this is our solution. So 5 rupees coins are 20, 2 rupees coins are 60 and 1 rupee coins are 80. Right? This is our required solution. Next we have to go for 16th problem. That 16th problem is the organizer of an essay competition decide that a winner in the competition gets a prize of rupees 100 and a participant who does not win gets a prize of rupees 25. The total prize money distributed is rupees 3000. Find the number of winners if the number of total participants is 63. So winner is going to get 100 rupees, and if you just participate does not win also, you are going to get 25 rupees. So if you add winners and non-winners, that is 63, and total overall amount distributed to each and everyone is 3000. So what we have to find out? Number of winners we have to find out. So how to find out here? Let the number of winners be x, right? Now total participants. Total how many participants are there? 63 total participants are there. So total 63 are there. So winners how many are there? X are there. So non-winners means in that total we have to remove winners. It means 63 minus X we have to take. So number of non-winners. Total 63 are there. In this 63 we have to subtract winners. So 63 minus X is non-winners. So here amount distributed to winners. So how much amount they are going to distribute to the winner? 100 rupees. So how many winners are there? X number of winners are there. So total amount distributed for winners is 100x. Next, amount distributed to non-winners. See here, how much amount we are going to distribute to non-winners? 25 rupees. So how many non-winners are there? Number of non-winners are 63 minus x. So how to simplify this one means, this 25 is a monomial, we have to multiply with this binomial. 25 we have to multiply with both the terms of the bracket. So 25 into 63 if you multiply, 25 and 63 if you multiply, we are going to get 1575. Plus into minus, 25 into x, 25x. So now this is amount 100x is amount distributed to winners. 1575 minus 25x is amount distributed to non-winners. If we add amount distributed to winners and non-winners, that total amount should be equal to 3000. So what you are right? According to our condition. So what is our condition? Amount distributed to winners and amount distributed to non-winners, that total sum should be equal to 3000. So which implies 100x plus 1575 minus 25x, the total amount is 3000 rupees. So which implies 100x plus into plus 1575 plus into minus 25x. This is equal to 3000. So next step, which implies 100x and 25x both are like terms. So 100 minus 25, it is 75x. So this is 1575 it is a constant which is in the LHS. I am going to transpose to the RHS. A positive term, if you transpose from LHS to RHS, its sign changes. So this is equal to 3000. I am going to write as it is in the RHS minus 1575. So which implies 75x, that is equal to, in this 3000, if you subtract 1575, we are going to get 1425. So now we have to simplify this equation. How to simplify? Along with variable 75 is in the multiplication form. So if you transpose this 75 to the RHS, it will divide. So which implies x is equal to 1425 divided by 75. Now if you simplify this, so 75 ones are 75 19s are. So this is equal to 19. Therefore x is equal to 19. So what is x here? Number of winners. What he is asking to find out? Find the number of winners. So therefore number of winners, that is equal to 19. This is our required solution.